Hi everyone, how you doing? Welcome to my first ever live. Hello, hello. I don't know who is all here. I see one person in the room. Hopefully some more people come on board and everything. So guys, I just want to let you know 411, I am nervous. um this is my first time ever doing, no, this is probably like my second or third time doing a live, but I've done, lives on my other YouTube channel about my I think my business. I think I did a live over there. But yeah, so welcome, to my first live. My name is Abia, last name Grant. You guys, should probably know that if you have tuned into my videos and everything like that before. So I pretty much want to start off with, guys, getting prepared for this live was a little bit hectic. I had took a nap, made sure I was rejuvenated and everything to start this live. My alarm in my basement went off because it's raining really bad out here in Jersey. So I was just dealing with that 15 minutes ago. So I feel like a little bit frazzled, but then excited at the same time. I'm not sure if that makes any sense. But I wanted to pretty much start off with a prayer for this live and everything. Do let you guys know if my alarm does go off in my downstairs in my basement, I may have to not end the live, but turn my camera off and turn my mic off to run downstairs and handle that. But I will be back, in a couple of minutes. I'm just letting you guys know so that if you see me fly out my seat or something like that, you know exactly the reason why I'm flying out my seat. If anything, if you hear that alarm. So, like I said, I want us to start off with a prayer. I don't know, for some strange reason, I feel like as I'm getting a little bit older, I'm really starting to be more. Hi, Zada, how you doing? I'm starting to get not necessarily into religion aspect, but more like faith based, I guess, you can say. So that's why you would notice at the beginning of my videos, I always like to post like a quick quote or something like that. Normally, I try to make sure it's very inspirational, wherever you may be in your life, or sometimes the quote could just be necessarily what I'm going through, and I'm just kind of in a way sharing my, you know, I guess where I'm at pretty much. So again, let's go ahead. I'm going to be reading this prayer that I found today, and it was just like a quick little search in the past 15 minutes. So it says, thank you for our home and a place to sleep and good food to eat. Help us rest well, give us peaceful dreams, and send your angels around our home to protect us throughout the night. Teach us to trust you and to love you more and more. You are good, you are great, and you are faithful. And then it says, a comma, God. So I'm going to be, this is it. I'm going to be actually cutting the top of it. And I'm going to be putting this on my wall. This is, I'm probably going to say my first live. This is, the prayer that I pretty much had read, for you guys. So in this video or in this live, there's a couple of topics that I wanted to discuss. But before we jump right into that, what I wanted to do is pretty much do like a icebreaker with you guys. And yeah. Now, also let you guys know I'm looking down on my phone only so I could bring up this information. Guys, I have a cold. So you're going to probably hear me sniffling and doing the most with my nose. I may have to bring out, the rag and blow my nose. I promise I will, mute the camera or turn off the camera and mute the mic so that you'll hear me blow my nose and stuff. But we are suffering from allergies on top of a cold. I have my tea here as well too. So it's a whole lot of going on with me, but we are here and that's what matters. So I picked up I found online at this virtual like questions that we could pretty much ask, or I can ask, or you guys can ask, and so forth. So pretty much it's a number 1 through 192. So I have all the questions right here. So I figure what I would do is pretty much let you guys pick a number. And that particular question, I will say that question and then I will answer it. So this will be a way for you guys to get to know me. Obviously, if you want to give the number and then give your answer as well too while I'm answering, then you could do that. This is just pretty much like an icebreaker so that you guys get to know more about me and so forth. So like I said, it's a number between 1 and 192. So whatever number you guys want to throw out, I have two people in the live right now. So whatever number you guys, want to throw out, just throw a number out to me and I'll read that question and give my answer. And now some of these questions are like playful questions. Some of them are, jokey and, so it's just a way to get to know me more. So I don't see a number as of yet. So, oh, okay. So we have a number 59. All right. So let's see. Let's scroll down to number 59. So this is one of those, I think, silly questions. So it says, who is your favorite Disney hero or heroine? Would you trade places with them? Um, I don't really watch Disney like that. I really do not. I'm not a Disney person by no means necessary. But I guess if I had to pick one, I guess the only Disney character that comes to mind is Minnie. That's the only Disney character. The reason why I guess I will pick her is because she always seems like she's happy. I don't know if, that's just the animation or the Disney characters or whatever, but she always looks like she's pretty excited and she's pretty happy. So I guess if I had to trade places with a Disney character, it will be with Minnie. So let's go ahead and throw out another number. I'm gonna pick out a number and then I'm gonna look at the chat and then we'll go with that next number. So I'm gonna go with my age. I am 39 years old, guys. I will be 40 in June. Cancer. I'm a Cancer. So we got a couple of more weeks and I'll be turning 40 years old, but I'm gonna pick number 39. So 39 says, if a movie was made of your life, what genre would it be and who would play you? So, what genre would it be? I feel like I have pretty much lived different paths in my life. I have been, my younger years, grew up, me and my mom and my grandmother. I could say it doesn't say specifically for like if it's adulthood, but let's see. Let's think about teenage years. Maybe I'm trying to think if that what genre would that be? I feel like I don't know the genre, but I just feel like in that age I was very much learning about myself. I'm still very much learning about myself. So I feel like it will be more of a like a maybe a documentary. I mean, is that a genre? I mean, I don't know. Like how to get to know yourself as a teenager. I mean, I really don't know because I feel like in that age range, I was very much confused. I'm still confused to this day. I am. There's some days in which I wake up and I'm like, what exactly are you doing? Because you are completely lost. So it says, who would play you? I'm not good with actors, but I guess I would throw out since the name is just coming to my head right now is Kiki Palmer. I really like Kiki Palmer. I love her just energy and her thinking and her mindset. I'm not sure if you guys heard about her talking about pretty much, kind of where you cannot say a person's sex, or I guess you can say their upbringing and so forth. You can't criticize a person on one particular aspect, and I feel like she would be a great person to pretty much play me. So yeah. So let's see. Hi Bia, so excited for this live. Hi girl, how you doing? Hey. So we got question number 5. I'm excited as well too. This is my first one. I'm like so nervous, but excited at the same time. Okay, where do you work most frequently from at home? Okay, where do you work most frequently from at home? I mean, when I was working from home, I was working in this room pretty much. I mean, I was stationed at this desk. I mean, it's not little. I have a another table to the side and in front of this computer all day, every day. And we're gonna get into that. We're gonna That's one of the topics or one of the things I wanted to speak about today as well too. And this question is like a 4-part question. It says your office, your kitchen table, the backyard, your bed. I guess that was giving me options. I don't work at my kitchen table because my dog is downstairs and he would not allow me to do anything if I tried. So we already know it would be the office, the backyard. I really don't go in my backyard like that. To be honest with you, I need to do better at that. And your bed. No, if I go into bed, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to lay down. I'm going to, relax and everything. I am not going to be working while I'm in bed, unless I'm like watching a movie or something like that. We're not going to do that. So I believe that was 3 questions. I'm going to do 2 more questions and then I'm going to jump into today's topics. Anybody wants to throw another number at me? Meantime, I'm going to pick a number. So I think I'm going to pick, let's see, number 103, because we have number 1 to 192. So I'm going to pick number 103. And again, these are icebreaker questions. If you guys want to also throw in your thoughts, then you could throw in your thoughts as well too. What is your cell phone wallpaper? Oh, that one is easy. I don't know if you guys can see. So my cellular phone wallpaper is me and my hubby. So that's my husband there. And then that's me. That is my cellular phone wallpaper. I had seen somebody. I actually watch her channel. Her name is Sibling Yesenia. I think I've talked about her before here on this on my channel. And she has a picture of her and her husband. And for I don't tend to say people remind me of, or other people remind me, or I remind them of me, or they, I don't know. Anyways, when I look at her and I look at her husband, I'm like, wow, my husband is very similar to his type of personality and so forth. And she had a picture of them on her phone. And I was like, oh, I'm going to, get a picture of me and hubby and I'm going to put it on my phone. So that's what I did. So we're going to get into the last question and then we'll be done with the icebreaker. So we got number 165. Okay. It says here, what most surprised you when you first arrived on campus or first started classes at this school, or I'm guessing at school, because this question is underneath like college students. So we'll talk about it. Even though college was a little bit time ago, my when I okay, so guys, you already know I have two degrees. I have my accounting degree, and then I have my bachelor's degree in business management. Now, when I went for my first degree, when I went on campus, I used to go to New York City Technology College. It's in Brooklyn, downtown Brooklyn. And all I really remember was that it was a lot going on. Like a lot of people were just moving around, and it was very nerve wracking in regards into coming from high school and then going into college, and then people are not really on top of you because you're so used to when you're in high school that your teachers are making sure that you're handing in your work and everything. I could say also with what the next nerve wracking part is like the financial aid aspect and getting all the paperwork filled out and taking out student loans that I'm still paying for right now. Yeah, so I will probably say that is one of the things that, surprised me most when I was going to school, at least my first 2 years while I was in school. But I did not graduate from that school. I mean, just to get into a little bit of background, I actually just let you guys know I keep it 100% real on my channel and telling you guys I actually pretty much got kicked out of school. I got kicked out of school because I was not doing my work. I was not doing what I was supposed to be doing. So they kicked me out and then they transferred me. They gave me the option to go to Queens College. So I went to Queens College for about a year and then I left and then I went to Kingsborough. And that is actually where I graduated from with my associates. So believe you me, guys, even though I guess you could say I pat myself on the back of, where I have been in my space right now, it took a lot for me to get here. I can honestly say in my teens, coming out of high school, I don't think I was necessarily ready for college. Um, and that's kind of pretty much something that I tell people is like, if you're going to invest so much in school, if you're going to invest so much money, because financial aid, and student loans, the student loans part is no joke, and if you don't know what you are doing with your life, do not take out student loans. Do not go to school just to go to school. Like, I know a lot of people feel like, oh, you got to go to school right out of high school and you got to make something in yourself. Yes, I get it. Maybe you'll start working, in the interim or what have you until you try to figure out, what you're doing. However, do not go into debt just because somebody's telling you you have to go to school. Like, that just doesn't make any logical sense to me. But I feel like the community here is pretty much like an older community. So this is kind of something that I tell, people who I know they're like in their 20s and things like that, which I don't really know a lot of people in their 20s. But this is something that I do talk about and I let them know because I would hate if a person makes the decisions that I made and then they regret putting all this debt on themselves. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Guys, I'm gonna take a sip of my tea for a second. Just give me 1 minute. All right. And we have I'm not sure if you guys heard, this is a Big Bigelow tea. And today's quote says settling is not an option. That is today's quote on our tea today. So you can see that. I'm not sure. I don't think you guys can see it on the camera, but that is what today's tea does say. I tend to probably drink a cup of tea every day. I was going to drink some coffee, but I'm, going to go to bed after this. So I ain't trying to be, wired with coffee. So, all right. Now let's get into today's topic and everything, or topics that I wanted to speak about. So you guys all know that my channel is about weight loss. My channel is geared towards people who are really on the keto journey, keto life, low carb, maybe not keto, but maybe low carb. Pretty much they're watching what they eat. They may not even be low carb. They just may be somebody who's trying to find ways in order to eat better, you know, just figure out, because as we all know with this weight loss journey and eating and working out and all the rest of these things, is that there's so many different options. There's so many different things out there. You got paleo diet, you got the keto diet, you got what, fat diet. It's, I don't even know all of them. It's like a billion diets out there, and then you're trying to figure out, okay, which diet is going to work for me. You're spending all your money, and I mentioned that before in another video. You just are just trying to figure out your life. For me, what works for me, and I can only speak for myself, I cannot speak for other people, is keto. Keto is what works for me because I like eating meat. Some people don't like eating meat, so maybe they're vegetarian, so maybe they're on a vegetarian diet, or whatever it may be. But for me, I like eating meat. I like my ground beef, I like my ground turkey, I like my chicken, I like my fish, I like my stuff. So keto is something that works great for me, and I don't feel like I'm restricting myself when it comes to the carbs aspect, because for me, I'm not a big bread eater. I am also, my cravings are normally like chips. You know, my husband, he knows that if it's chips, I would eat chips, and that's the reason why I try not to have those stuff in the house and so forth. But I'm normally not a sweet tooth person. I'm not into like candies and cookies and things. Like I like them sparingly, but not, every single day. And what I also like about keto is that I feel like now, as prior couple of years ago, keto was so different. Nobody really had a good understanding of what keto was, and there wasn't a lot of foods and things available in the stores for you to purchase, and or information for you to find to figure out, what's going to be a diet plan, what's going to be an eating, arrangement, and all the rest of that stuff. Now I feel like now people are more businesses are more trying to, I guess you could say, improve on the quality of food. There's still garbage food out there, don't get me wrong. On occasion I eat the garbage food as well too, so I am not perfect by no means necessary. But I feel like a lot of businesses and things like that are trying to implement foods in order to create a more healthy diet and so forth. So, like I said, with that being said, my particular diet is keto. But I was speaking to, my aunt about this the other day and everything. And I was kind of just, when you're on a diet plan, first, sorry guys, I'm gonna wipe my nose real quick because, like I said, I have a cold. Um, when you're on a diet plan, I try not to call it a diet plan. That's the first thing I try not to do. I try to just call it, this is lifestyle. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm eating, and everything. If I'm working out, this is my workout regimen, whatever it may be. The reason why I try not to call it a diet plan is I feel like it puts so much stigma behind what you're doing. And it's kind of like, oh, you're in a diet? Oh, no, you're not. Yeah, technically you are. However, you're on a lifestyle eating arrangement that works best for you and works best for your body. Now, also, like I said before, at the same time, you can't be like the person next to you. I can do low carb. You may could do something completely different. You may could eat pasta and all the rest of those things and not gain weight, or everybody's body is different. So therefore, you need to figure out what works best for you. What is the best for your particular lifestyle? And also when you are creating an eating plan, you want to make sure it's something that you can stick to. If you know you can't stick to it, why even bother? Because you already know that you're going to fall off. So you might as well find something in which you know that you can continue to eat like that every day. You're hitting your goals or whatever it is, maybe for your weight loss, even if it's weight gain, you could be doing that as well too. Um, and that you can make it a consistent situation. If you cannot make it a consistent situation, guys, I'm telling you, do not waste your freaking time, because you're going to waste your time, you're going to waste your money, and you're going to be freaking annoyed. You're going to be annoyed because you're not going to be able to make it a lifestyle situation. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, because I've been there and done it. I've been there and I've even done pescatarian, and that's just eating fish. And I was like, why am I pescatarian for when I like meat? Like that doesn't even make any logical freaking sense. How can you only eat fish, 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 fish? And I'm telling you, for me, on a pescatarian diet, I did not lose weight. I did not lose weight on the pescatarian diet, even though I wasn't eating meat. I was on, people consider fish to be meat. I wasn't eating any beef. I wasn't eating any chicken. I wasn't eating none of those things. However, I was still not losing weight. However, I'm on a keto diet and I am losing weight. So this is the reason why I'm telling you guys, you have to figure out what works best for you, what is best for your particular lifestyle, something that you can keep consistently doing, and that you can stick to it. If you can't, like I said before, stick to it, then don't bother. Now, I could also say one of the things that I was speaking about with her is also at the same time of making sure that you have good quality items in your home. When I say good quality items, I mean things that you don't have to worry about eating obsessively. I believe that's the word. You can have it at any point during the day, and you're not necessarily feeling like, oh my gosh, I just ate a bag of chips, and why did I do that? No, it's okay having a bag of chips. Like for me, I can have chips, but they have to be protein chips. I could still have chips, but I have to make sure I have this particular type of chips in the house if I choose to eat on it. Now, I can't go around and go eat like some sour cream and onion chips or something like that from Lay's or whatever. No, why? Because that's going to, have me one likely go out of ketosis. Also, on top of that, it's not even 9 times out of 10 not going to be fulfilling. Um, and so what's the point? So the thing is having the right foods in your house so that you can be able to hit the goals on which you want to hit. If you're going to have garbage in your house, and I'm gonna keep you 100% real, if you're going to have garbage in your house, all you can expect is that your body is going to be not happy. And you guys know I've personally dealt with that as well too. And when I go out to eat, like you guys hear me talk about like the buffet and all the rest of that stuff or what have you. And when I'm putting that in my body, nothing but garbage, comes out. And it's to be 100% real. I personally feel totally different when I eat the way I'm supposed to eat compared to when I eat something that I'm not supposed to eat. And, it's a little bit, I guess you could say, different for me because I've been doing this for about, at this point, 7 months or so. I put out my first video, even though I've been, keto and all that before. I have Zaida here say, hey Kim, how you doing? Zaida here says, I like pasta. Yeah, it's fine if you like pasta, but do you know that out there they have a pasta that's called Pasta Zero, which is a low carb pasta? So, and I made some pasta on Saturday with meat sauce and tomato sauce. It's a low carb tomato sauce, tastes just the same as your ragu or your whatever or what have you. But the pasta that I use, instead of me using the, what brands, Barilla, whatever, brands is out there, I actually use it's called a shirataki noodles. And I'm going to be honest with you, it tastes just like regular pasta. There's no difference. There's completely no difference. It's actually a vegetable. So this is the reason why I say at the same time, and I repeat it again, although you may like to have certain food groups, we are in a place right now where there is so many options out there for you to have what you want, but choose a healthier lifestyle. Yes. Is it going to cost more money? Definitely. It's going to cost more money to be healthy. It just is what it is. It's going to cost more money to be healthy. But at the end of the day, do you rather choose to be healthy and have your body feel good and be able to do the things that you want to do and live your life and all the rest of that stuff? Or do you rather continue to eat the things that you're not supposed to eat, where you feel bloated or you feel this or you feel that or whatever the case may be? Now, maybe at the same time, you don't feel bloated on pasta. I know for me, I do. So again, to each your own. But I would say take into consideration of trying to find some other alternatives out there that may be accessible to you. There's a whole bunch of different things in Walmart. You guys have seen my videos. I am in Walmart literally every week. Now, especially because I do meal planning for myself for work, I'm in Walmart every Friday at this point. I also go to Costco. Costco is so, and they have the shirataki noodles actually in Costco. I think it's less than $10, and then I think you get like maybe I want to say 10 in a bag, 10 in a big pack because Costco does in bulk. And you can just it comes typically frozen or something like that. I believe it's frozen from Costco. The one that's from Walmart is not frozen, it's in liquid. You basically can put it in a little bit of warm water when you want your pasta, break open the pack, rinse the noodles off, throw it in your sauce. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. It's easy breezy, as they say. There's nothing really you think sometimes you have to put in the hard work to find healthy foods, but there is so much out there, guys, now they would what where there was or what was 5 years ago, 6 years ago when I was doing keto. And I tell you, I fell off of keto and I put the weight on. You guys have seen I was 216 a couple of months ago. Now, thank God we are down. We are what 167, 168 at this point. I'm necessarily not looking at the numbers. The numbers are fantastic. I just want to make sure that I am feeling good about my body. And I'm able to do the things that I want to do with my body without aches and pains. Because me, when I put on weight, my back start hurting, my legs start hurting, everything just start hurting. So sorry guys. So yeah, I'm gonna drink a cup of tea because our voice is breaking up. Like I mentioned before, I have a cold. All right, so I want to move on from that topic. We're at 31 minutes right now. I wanted to kind of wrap this up at maybe about 8:30 or so. I think an hour is more than enough. It's right now 8:03. So let's talk a little bit about mental health. Now, you guys, I'm not sure if you I don't think even I got a lot of views on this on my series about mental health, and I actually cut it kind of short because I felt like it was taking a lot of energy out of me to put into other people or put into other situations that were not prosperous for me, that were not doing good for me. So my series actually, I think I cut it. I don't remember what's the last video I put out there. I may close the series just to, close it out. But my mental health is something I could say been dealing with for a while, but something that is really hit more in my older years than I guess I would say in my younger years. I think the reason why is because now it affects work. Now it's more personalized, with me being married and all the rest of those things. It develops more. Whereas when my younger years, I guess you could say I didn't have as many responsibilities and things like that. And it was there, but it wasn't necessarily there. I'm not sure if that makes any sense. So one of the things that you would see in my videos is that I have anxiety. This is something that I speak about. I'm on medication. I'm put it out there. I'm on fluoritine. I take 10 milligrams every single day, Monday through Sunday. Sometimes I do miss a day here and there, but I try to make sure I don't. I take it as I take my regular vitamins that I do every day. And that just pretty much keeps me at a level in which I'm able to manage life and what's going on with life. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't feel like it's necessarily made a drastic difference or anything like that because I'm also again, I suffer with anxiety as well. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people suffer from anxiety. A lot of people don't know it's anxiety. That's the crazy part. I didn't realize it was anxiety until I was literally back like crying, just sitting in a corner crying. But like I said, we're gonna get into that. I'm gonna try to touch on that as well too. But What has helped me with my anxiety is one, I don't know, maybe the prescription, but therapy, guys. Therapy, 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 therapy. It's so scary. Yeah, it is scary. It is. It's very overwhelming because you're trying to figure out why do you feel this particular way? How can you fix it? You don't have the tools in order to fix it. You're trying to figure out, are you losing your mind? It's so you're so frazzled. You're so freaking frazzled. On top of that, just personally for me, I suffer from OCD. Have I been diagnosed with OCD? Nope. But I'm pretty positive I have OCD. The reason why I know is that it's hard for me to leave something alone. I put myself on a schedule. That's a part of anxiety. Yep. I It's hard for me to kind of like, if something, say for instance, if there's a pot in the sink, right? I have OCD as well. Yep. Let's say for instance, okay, let's hypothetically speaking, let's talk about this week, guys. So this, normally I clean every Saturday. I clean every other Saturday. So every 2 weeks. And this is a ritual. I clean the bathrooms, I clean downstairs. I even put a robot, you guys may have seen that in my video, to, sweep the floors. So I got to worry about sweeping the floors and all the rest of this stuff and what have you. Now, how I was raised was pretty much, way my grandmother was, the way my mother was, is that anybody could come to your house at any time of the day. So therefore, you want to make sure your house is clean and tip top shape. Anytime anybody has come over to my house, even though it has not been a cleaning week, people always talk about how clean my house is. And I'm like, to me, it's dirty. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, this is not a cleaning week. This house is filthy. To me, it's filthy, right? But to somebody else on the outside, they don't see that the house is filthy. They see that the house is clean when they're walking inside. And I'm just like, yo, what they talking about? Or what have you. So this week, like I said, was supposed to be cleaning week. And then my husband, which he has been such a good person, really making me realize that I'm doing the most, I guess you can say, is he said, babe, the house is clean. Like, because I'm complaining of how tired I am. I'm complaining about, oh, I got to do my hair. I did my hair yesterday. I got to do my hair, and I got to, get ready for this live. And I had went to a financial meeting today in Brooklyn, and, it was a whole lot of going on this week. And I was like, on top of that, I got to clean the darn house. And my house is not small. It's a reasonably large home. Obviously my husband, he does help as well too, clean and everything like that. But again, OCD. I'm used to just doing it, and I have a way that I do things, and it just gotta get done the way that I want it to get done. And so like I said, he said to me, babe, you don't have to clean this week. It's okay if you take off this week and don't clean. So what did I do? I still clean, but my OCD was still there. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to clean the rooms that I feel like are utilized the most. So I said, I'm going to clean the bathroom because that's utilized the most. We take our showers, we get ready for work. I'm in there doing my hair, He's in there, whatever, whatever, whatever. So I was like, I'm going to clean the bathrooms and I'm going to clean the kitchen. I'm going to wipe down the kitchen and I'm going to mop the floors or mop the floor in the kitchen. But I want to do it more than that. I ran the robot and I wound up mopping the living room as well too. But that's besides the point. Um, but I had to really tell myself to slow down. That you have too much on your plate. You're trying to do too much. Your husband is telling you that you're doing too much, and you are just, you hear him, but at the same time, your mind is still going. Your mind is still like, but this, but that, but this, but that. So the thing with counseling and what I am learning is to try to manage my expectations of what I need to be doing, making room for to sit still, which I'm gonna. I don't even think I'm gonna do it next week, but I'm gonna try to find some time in the next week or two just to sit still. Um, because I'm always on the go. I'm always on the go. It's whatever is next got to get done. Especially I started my job, so it's a whole lot of going on. But I'm trying to better manage my expectations or what needs to get done and being okay to leave something later on. Because leaving something later on doesn't mean necessarily it's not going to get done. It's just not going to get done right now. And it's okay for it not to get done right now. I have to tell my brain that it's okay for it not to get done right now. So this is all part of, the whole mental health aspect and everything. So like I said, I deal with OCD, I deal with anxiety, I feel like I have a teeny, sprinkle of depression, but not really depression. I do get in moments in which I want to be, by myself or I don't want to be bothered. My husband pretty much knows those times in which, that happens and everything like that. Um, but that doesn't happen too often, and everything. So that is the mental health aspect I wanted to talk about. So, guys, I just want to throw out there because I went to a seminar today. I went to a financial seminar in order to create generational wealth or how to create generational wealth. One of the things that she had talked about was before you can even create any type of generational wealth, first, you need to make sure that your mindset is okay. You need to make sure that you are understanding where you are in your life and that you can save, you can do all the things that you want to do. However, a lot of times the reason why it doesn't happen is because up here is going. You know what I'm saying? So or just paying for therapy. She was like, no, a lot of people don't even like have insurance or what have you to even pay for therapy. So a part of which people don't think that as generational wealth, but I feel like it kind of works hand in hand. You can't save if you are screwed up in the head. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny or anything like that, but that's just as lame as terms. You can't do the things that you want to do if up here is all in a tumbling down the road. Like it's just not gonna happen. You gotta make sure up here is sound so that you could be able to do and implement the things that you want to implement. So sometimes you need to go to an outside party. Sometimes you may not be able to talk to your partner. I'm married, there are things that I have an open dialogue with my husband. However, sometimes I am conscious about what I do say because we are married and I don't want to put that pressure on him of knowing what I'm going through. You see what I'm saying? So seeking the outside party to kind of speak to bounce ideas off of, because a lot of therapy is not them giving you the answer. Like sometimes yeah, they're giving you the answer, but a lot of times they're helping you work out what is going on in your head. You know what I'm saying? So if therapy is something that you guys were interested in doing or wasn't sure or see if it's valid or whatever the case may be, honestly, guys, therapy, mental health, take care of yourself so that you'll be able to take care of everybody else, yourself and everybody else. So, yes, that's mental health aspect. That was like 15 minutes right there, 10, 15 minutes. So, I want to go ahead and get into the just where I'm at in my life. And then I guess what I can do is open up the room to you guys. So, if you guys have any questions or anything like that for me, you can ask me questions. I think I don't know. If you guys have questions, you can ask questions, but to me, and I'll answer your questions as best as I could. I am a open book. I don't on my channel, I try to keep it real with you guys. I always speak about that. I try to keep it real with you guys. I don't like to sugarcoat anything. I don't like to um I'm just 100%. You just always going to get it raw. That's just who I am. And it's hard for me to be anything otherwise because I feel like when you try to put on this facade, then you people don't necessarily really get to know who you are. And when you're on this type of, social media situation, people should be able to get to know who you are. Don't put on a facade like you're something else that you really ain't. So just, keep it, 100. So let's go ahead. I want to talk about which I kind of talked about this before, is pretty much life and everything. I'm gonna really discuss about just I've oh gosh, I feel like this is a whole lot of. Um, I changed jobs. You guys have, kind of already know that, but maybe some of you don't. I was in a job that I did for 9 years as a data analyst. I'm still a data analyst now, a data analyst now. However, I was in a job that I was in for 9 years, in which was not a safe place for me. It was not a safe place for me. People, along with I'm sorry, guys, along with myself, because how can I say this? Things that happen to you is because you allow for them to happen to you. And when you are done having things happen to you, people don't have control. You know what I'm saying? Because you are in control over what, comes at you, whoever says what, whoever does what. You make, you create that barrier. And I feel like when I was at my prior job, I did not have that barrier. I was very much of an open book, accepting a lot from other people that I should have not accepted, accepting chaos, to be honest. Now, I told you guys that when I work, I was sitting here at this desk. Now, on top of that, sitting here at this desk, sometimes it will be from 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, all the way up until 10, 11 o'clock in the evening. Why? I was working literally about 15 hours or so, sometimes more than that of overtime. That it was getting paid, but I was stressing myself out. I was literally that's one of the reasons when my anxiety went up, I was literally just not in a good place. I was really struggling to balance everything, balance me, balance my marriage, and everything. And I felt like I was completely lost. I felt like, what am I doing? I'm not taking any time off for myself. I'm just going day every day. And I became tired. I became tired of just how I was feeling. There was a lot of other factors that came into play as well too, which I don't necessarily am not going to touch on that. But there were other parts in my life that were being, I guess you can say, tossed up in the air, and everybody was just in the air. It was just a big old cloud of just craziness in the air and everything. And I was just done. I was just done. And I had spoken to my mom. I had spoken to my husband. At one point, I was just going to up and quit my job. I was just like, peace out. I done. I was going to take my 401k, actually 403b, because I was working a non for profit. And I was going to be like, I'm going to live off of that and peace out. I'm done. See you when I see you and everything. But what I wound up doing, thank you, with the suggestion from my husband, my mother, and other parties, is that I took FMLA. And I spoke about this on my channel before. Lot of you guys came on board during my FMLA period because I was posting a lot on my channel. I think almost 2 to 3 times a week. I want to say, maybe, I don't know, but I was posting pretty often on my channel because I really had the time. I was here just, getting paid and trying to rest my brain. I was on FMLA for 3 months. However, during the whole process, I actually had about 4 months worth of FMLA. However, again, like I had mentioned to you guys before, I was working continuously for 9 years. I took off maybe a week or two every year. So after 9 years, I have 4 months worth of time, paid time to take. So, going to therapy, I had to, because during, in order to get FMLA, you have to be, I guess, classified as you need help. I guess I don't know, however to say it. So I had to go to a nurse practitioner. I found a good doctor and everything. And if you guys are in Jersey, if you're looking for a therapy center, let me know. I don't know any place outside of Jersey, but I have a really good therapy center that I go to, a nurse practitioner that I go to. I actually spoke to her on Thursday. Talked to my therapist every Tuesday for at least 45 minutes to an hour. I talked to my therapist. So if you guys are looking, I'll pass the information along if you want those details. But in order to get my FMLA, I had to get a nurse practitioner and I had to get a therapist, and they had to fill out the proper paperwork for me to take that time off. So I started that procedure. It was very intimidating and scary at the same time because I wasn't sure what was going to happen. At the same time, I also had to explain, these things to my husband, because it's you've been working for 9 years. We have a whole house and a dog and bills and things, and you're telling me that you're taking off. You're telling me that you're not going to go to work. Okay, so what? Like, what are we doing? You understand what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, I also known that I needed to take the time off because I needed time to heal. I need time to figure out what am I going to do? What is going to be my next move? During that time, I was just on my grind. And also, one of the plus sides about therapy is that I was able to talk to my therapist about where I was, maybe where I could put some other things, I's and T's and dots and whatever in other places and everything, trying to find like some new work because I knew that I didn't want to go back to my job. I knew that it was going to be the same thing. Like people were telling me, oh no, we're going to get you help. But yeah, I've been bugging you for the past 2 or 3 years to get me help. And now you want to, just because now I'm taking time off, you want to help? Like, what about the past 2 or 3 years when I was sitting here telling you this and this is going on? You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, great. I was grateful to get 3 months worth of time off. I'm going to be honest with you. The first month was hard for me because I was not used to not doing anything. Like even though I was still in that work mode. It honestly didn't hit me that I had time to just sit back until about the second month, like two and about halfway into my FMLA. I was able to be like, okay, you need to work on you. I was even a month in, I was like, you know what? I could go back to work. I told my therapist, oh, I could go back to work, after a month. And he looked at me like, what are you what are you talking about? I thought you told me that you have 4 months worth of time. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, but I'm ready to go back. Like a week later, I was like, yeah, I don't want to go back. Like, I don't want to go back. You know what I'm saying? Because after I wasn't really talking to employees that much, anybody that much. I was only talking to one specific person that did not work in my department, but she worked in the company itself. And she was pretty much telling me what was going on, that it was pretty much a shit show. And they was like, with you not being there, a lot of things are not getting done. They are pretty much lost and everything like that. And I'm like, yeah, because all that fell onto me. And again, nobody was really trained to do what needed to get done in the event that wasn't there. And at the same time, the reason why I felt like I couldn't take the time off because I felt like people were relying on me. So, but then I also realized during that time that I was off that you are not saved the department or save the company. Like, no, you are an employee. Your responsibility as an employee to get the work done. You work the hours that you're supposed to work and you take your butt home. You should not be working 2, 3 hours, 4 hours of overtime each freaking day or whatever it may be. Like, for what? At the end of the day, everybody else is sitting home and chilling and being with their family and doing X, Y, and Z and ABC. Like, no, you need to stop. You need to, what they said, stop, drop, and roll, but in a sense of not it being a fire. But you need to stop. You need to figure out, okay, no, this is not happening anymore. You are done. So pretty much I started a new job. But how I got that job was because I was talking to my therapist. I was in between two positions. Now, one position was in Jersey, which was about an hour. It was in one of the forts, the army thingy. Um, I don't remember which fort it was, but it was in a fort. It was an hour away, and I had that opportunity, possibly, let's say possibly that opportunity, and then I had interviewed for the current job that I am right now, and that was a virtual. Both of them were pretty much virtual. Now, the opportunity that was at the fort, they were talking about mega, mega, mega money, and I was just like, I want mega, mega, mega money. Like, why should I not get mega, mega, mega money? But then when I had interviewed for the second place, they told me the salary, and I'm like, I was like, but I'm having to commute to New York, and I'm in Jersey. I'm in Jersey. I'm in the middle of Jersey. I'm in Union, New Jersey. So the middle of Jersey, if you ever look at the map or whatever. So I'm about like an hour on a bad day. If I was coming from New York to Jersey, on a bad day, it could be about 2 hours of travel by vehicle. On a awesome day, it could be an hour of travel. And I'm like, do I really want to travel to New York every day? Because before that, I was working in Brooklyn, but I was working from home about 2 years because of COVID. So I was really only in the office one day in the week, and it was maybe like 2 or 3 hours. And then I would come back to Jersey from Brooklyn. So I was like, do I really want to commute? Do I really want to do this and everything? You know, but also at the same time, I knew that I didn't want to work from home. I knew I needed to create those boundaries between work, whatever, and home. Like, it just needed to be separated. It could not be at this desk anymore. It just was not working for me. And I was losing my mind, I guess you can say. So I said to my therapist, I need to work in the office. And he was like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I need to create that boundary for myself. And I feel like this has been the best decision that I have made for myself. Sorry, guys, I'm gonna wipe my nose again for a second. Yeah. So I feel like this has been. Oh, you can't hear me? You guys can't hear me? It says the mic is on. Can you hear me? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Hello? I'm gonna turn the mic off and off, on and off. Okay, can you hear? All right, I see Kim saying that she can hear. You're fine. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Yanaya, maybe try like coming out the live and then coming back in. Maybe that will. I can hear you. Okay, great, great, great. Yeah, yeah. Okay, thumbs up. Perfect. All right. Sorry, guys. Now we got to get our train of thought back together. Okay. So what was I talking about? So I was talking about Jesus. Oh gosh. This is the old age part of me. I be forgetting my train of thoughts. I was talking about taking off the finding a new job or what have you. So with that being, said, I was trying to figure out, okay, do I want to go for the job that's in Fort Dix that is mega, mega, mega money? or do I want to go for the job that is in New York that is less money? However, what was the thing that sold me about my job was that I work in a office of where everybody has a partner. So say for instance, you are administrative or whatever. Let's say you are a clerk or what have you. You have a teammate that you're working with. So with that being said, say for instance, they take off for their vacation or whatever. You are replacing that person for that time that they're off, and then vice versa. Everything is not falling onto you. You're not the only person that's doing that specific task. Yes, can it be super annoying? It is kind of super annoying because you're having to separate the work. Okay, you're going to do this and you're going to do that. Da, 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 da. But at the end of the day, what happens? You're not being overwhelmed. You're not being overwhelmed or inundated with so much work that is falling on you solely, which was happening my last job, that's falling on you solely. Now let's also get it right. The job that was in Fort Dix was going to be the same type of thing where I was strictly doing that position solely with no help from anybody else. Everything was going to fall onto me. And I said to myself, Bia, which one do you want to do? Now, also on top of that, the first job, they were kind of giving me a little bit of a runaround. They was like, "Oh, we want to hire you, but they were having contract issues," and I was just like, "We ain't got time for this. You either got the money or you don't got the money. Like you either gonna pay me, you're not gonna pay me. Like don't tell me this is the number that you're gonna throw out, to me, and then a couple of days later you're like, well, we holding off because X, Y, and Z. All right, you do that. I'm gonna go ahead and take the job with this other place. So that's pretty much what happened. Literally, I interviewed for the job. Let's say it was a Monday. I don't remember what day of the week it was. It was Monday. I interviewed, they called, let's say 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, because I remember it was like early morning. Sorry, I just scratched my bump here and it hurts. Um, it was early morning, maybe 11, 12 o'clock that I had the interview. They called me back about 2, 2:30 to let me know that they wanted to hire me. And I was surprised because I was like, I literally just talked to you guys this morning. Like, you just made a decision, like, just in a couple of hours. And they were like, yeah, if we feel like you are going to be a good candidate for the position, then we want to hire you. You know, you've come with these particular skill set and things. And yeah, so they told me what the salary was. I was kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I was they because what they posted is the highest salary. So I came back. I said to them, okay, this is what I want. I knew at this point it was like I was playing ball. The ball was in my court. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I still had the job. I'm not gonna say I was gonna say crappy job. I was gonna say crappy job, but it's not a crappy job because at the same time it helped me get where I needed to get now. It gave me the foundation, it gave me the skill set, it gave me the independence, it gave me so much to get to where I'm at now. So I don't want to say crappy job. But what I really want to say, which no, I do want to say crappy job. What I really want to say is that that experience allowed for me to know that okay, I could go back here. I don't want to go back here, but I could go back here and yeah, I don't want to be here, but it is what it is. Or I go to this new place and then they give me whatever salary. I don't say anything about it. I just, suck it up. Oh, this is what they're going to pay me. And that's that with that. I said, no, you're going to go for what you want. This is the number. This is the number you put out there. That's the number I want. Give me the number. That number that you put right there. That's the number I want. You want me? That's what you're going to have to pay. And literally, I had thought about it overnight because, sorry guys, I had thought about it overnight, and then because I was still trying to decide what I was going to do, and then I had said to my husband, what should I do and all the rest of the stuff or what have you, because you got to talk everything over with your partner. When it's these type of decisions like that, it's not just about you, like It's not. When if you're single, then you could worry about you. But when you are married, you got to worry about together. What you guys gonna do together? So, spoke it over with him, and he was like, babe, whatever you decide. He was like, whatever you feel like is going to make you happy, then that is what you do. And I was like, okay. I was like, I want to take the job in New York. Do I want to commute to New York? No. But I feel like the foundation of the company and the way that she spoke about the position in the interview and how everybody worked as a team, and it wasn't like you were out there solo dolo by yourself every single day, is what sold me. I said I'd rather my peace of mind than the money. And I'll be honest with you. And some people really don't get that. They're like, go for the money, get the money. And I'm like, it's no point to go for the money if you're not going to be happy. Like, what's the point? You're not going to be able to spend the money. You're going to be spending the money trying to on therapy, trying to figure out why you're not happy. And the reason why you're not happy is because you took this, job and you really don't want to be there because they don't make you happy. You know what I'm saying? And you want to be someplace in which when you wake up in the morning that you are excited to be there, that you want to get up and go to work. Like right now, I was telling my husband, early in the week when I was, speaking about the job and everything like that, was that I am excited to get up to go to work, and it's been a long time since that has happened, but I'm very grateful with the experience that I had before. However, now I'm even more grateful because I'm working in a place in which I feel good. I feel like I'm able to be right up here, which is the most important thing, so that I could be able to do all the things that I'm going to do, be in my diet, be in my mental health, be in just spending time, with myself or with my partner. Like everything has to work cohesively in order to life to be great. Like if this is jacked up and that's jacked up, it's going to be freaking jacked up. So sorry guys. So yeah, so that is a little bit of the life stuff. Now, one last topic. I think I kind of talked about this. Did I talk about the money part of this seminar that I went to? I feel like I touched on it with the say I'm not sure. I don't remember if I know I talked about my seminar that I had went to today, and I was speaking about how you need to do like mental health. But one of the other things I wanted to speak about is saving money, guys. Saving money because we all are not going to want to work forever. I know I don't want to work forever, and there is so many different type of opportunities and things out there which you probably personally would need to do your own research. However, there's a lot of events that they have on like Eventbrite, especially if you're in the tri-state area. Even this one here that I went to, they had an online workshop, so a lot of people were actually watching the seminar of the young lady online, so they didn't personally have to be in New York, but they just wanted to hear what she was speaking about and everything. But one of the topics that she was talking about is just having that money for a rainy day, having that money for if you lose your job. The economy is I want to we're gonna keep it real. The economy is a shit show. Sorry guys. The economy is a shit show right now. And they're talking about not having social security and this which I don't understand, because we're giving so much money to other countries and things like that and what have you. However, right, you can't dwell on what it's not here yet. You need to think about what's current. So, what I am saying is pretty much if you guys are not saving, not putting money to the side, not planning, do it. Uh my board here is I'm gonna see if I can take down this board. I don't think I can. It's actually glued. Oh no, can I take it down? It's glued to the wall, but I actually took it down. So I have here my 5-year plan, and this is only 2 action items. I had pay off Goldman Sachs. Now the Goldman Sachs is where I had consolidated my car loan and credit card bills. So that's like 15,000 right now. So I consolidated those finances together to get a lower interest rate and try to pay that off quicker. Also, I want to paying off my car and paying off my credit cards. So it was a great opportunity for me. Luckily, thank God, I've been working on my credit and things like that. So I got a good rate for paying them back. And I think it says I should be done with them in the next 3 or 4 years. And it goes by so fast. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So that's my 5 year plan. And then my second thing is save a minimum of 2K per year. Now, that is something that I have not been working on. Now, I put these action items on my board. I want to say last year when went to go visit my aunt, which is my husband, I said my husband, which is my uncle's wife. She is able to do certain things, travel and do all the things that she wants to do. Why? Because she is has financial wealth, and she is putting away for the things that she wants to do. And the only way that those things are going to happen is if you save. Like, I'm just going to be honest with you. If you don't save and put no money away, then you're not going to be able to do the things that you want to do. Like, a lot of times we are not in the walk of life where we have billions and trillions and gazillions of dollars. We got to work with what we got to work with. So you want to make sure you do that. You want to make sure that you have money away. God forbid if you lose your job. Like I said, the market is a shit show right now. So we don't know if we're going to wake up tomorrow and have a job. Who knows? You want to make sure when you retire that if Social Security decides to do whatever it do, that you got some money to live off of. So I would say, like, guys, if you are looking to better yourself, save. I have an account with Goldman Sachs. I have a savings account. I'm about to open up an annuity with my job. I'm what she had said was pretty much have buckets of money everywhere. Have buckets of money everywhere. Obviously, you got to keep track of where everything is going or whatever, but have buckets of money everywhere. So when you put it all together, you'll be good. You understand what I'm saying? And then also you want to kind of have buckets of money everywhere for the simple fact that you don't want to have it all in one account and you're like, oh, let me just dip into that account and take this out. Oh, I want to get this. No, if you have a little bucket here, a little bucket here, your logical brain is not going to be like, okay, let me add them all together and see, how much money I got. I mean, maybe if you were like me, you had like spreadsheets and stuff like that, then maybe you would. But you have to have self-control. So yeah, so that is the financial wealth, generational wealth, making sure that you have something to pay forward to the next generation. Make sure you open up your life insurance policies. Make sure you have just regular health insurance. God forbid if something happens to you, like my job. I'm very happy right now that they actually provide us with medical coverage that I do not have to pay anything out of pocket. That's also another asset and the reason why I took, well, I didn't know that aspect when I came on board, but I felt like God was presenting me with so many different positives that he was like, you know what, we're gonna throw that in there as well too. You just gonna wind up learning that a month later. Because I was sitting in the office with the lady this week and I was like, I'm starting to get my medical cards in. And she was like, yeah, you're gonna get insurance in the next month. I'm like, well, how much is it? And she was like, it's free. And I was like, free? What? Like what job is paying your medical insurance? Nothing you have to pay out of pocket. You don't have to contribute to it. Like I know maybe people have that, but I've never experienced that. So that is something that, you know, I'm grateful for. So yeah. Yeah, guys. So we have been talking, or I have been talking for an hour and 13 minutes. And I am a motor mouth, so I could continue forever, but we can't because it is 8:45 and your girl got to get into the bed. But is there any questions that you guys have for me? Anything that you wanted to ask me? Maybe something you saw in the video, you was like, oh, I want to ask her about that. And, I mean, obviously you can send me a message directly. I'm on Instagram. My Instagram is down below. It should be, once this live ends, it should be down below. I'll make sure it is there. But in all my videos, I have my Instagram. I don't think I have my Facebook, but I know I have my Instagram, and everything. What's your business? I've heard you mention it, but not in Pacifics. Oh, yes. So I had, okay, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I really have not been working on the business part of things, um, because I feel like it would just be too much on my plate right now, especially with the whole YouTube stuff, and I'm really trying to build that up. But I have my own natural skincare company. So during COVID, I had a lot of time on my hands, even though I was working from home. Well, because I was working from home, I had a lot of time on my hands on the weekends and things like that. And I started making like natural care products. So like soaps, butters, oils, what else I made? Scrubs and things like that. My Etsy shop is down below. There isn't much on there right now because, like I said, I have not been um really pushing that because starting a business is not easy, guys. It's all my capital. It's all the money that I'm putting into it because I don't want to take loans and things and that or what have you. You gotta have insurance and blah 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 and pay taxes and it's a lot. And like I said, right now it's just too much for me along with the YouTube stuff. But you still will be able to see some products on there. I know I have my soaps on there. I think there could be maybe one or two scrubs on there. They're like scented scrubs. They're sugar scrubs. Um and the body butters are done. That's done. That's something that always sells pretty quickly for folk. But I do have like a little stash right here. It's a body butter in the back, but that's my own personal body butter. I haven't made anything for my shop or anything like that. Probably won't be making anything anytime soon because, like I said, I'm trying to do things with the YouTube. I feel like this journey right now is where I feel I need to be. Later down the line, maybe I'll restart the business. Like it's there. I didn't close the business down, but I may start pushing out more and more products down the line. But life would need to slow down more than where it is right now. Like, guys, I am busy. Like, literally, you know, what are your goals for your channel before you go? I just want to say thanks for your content. I really enjoyed your vlogs. Ah, thank you, girl. Thank you. I appreciate it. Um, I forgot my train of thought before I read that question, but I think I was saying just really right now my YouTube channel and putting myself out there for you guys to get to know me, for me to get to know you and everything is really important for me. I feel like I don't go on YouTube like that. I follow and I watch a lot of black YouTubers, but I feel like people sometimes are not 100% authentic, to be honest with you. And it's the reason why I come to you guys with the real, I'm like, yeah, I look busted today, or I got a cold, or, blowing my nose while you guys are seeing me. Like, I just keep it 100% because this is life. Like, I want to sit here and put blockers on, but like, oh, don't see this. You can't see that. We do all the same things. I'm a human being just like everybody else. So yeah. So what are your goals for your channel? All right. So my goals obviously is to be able to impact my community. Specifically, I guess you could say the black community, but I'm open to all communities. I want to be able to help people feel comfortable about themselves, sharing their experiences. When I had went to the workshop today and they asked me what did I do, the first thing I mentioned is that I'm a content creator. And I says one of the things that I want to do, I'm sorry, I have a habit of looking up when I think, so I apologize. One of the things I want to do is help up here. Like people, they get into fitness, they're like, oh, I gotta work out, I gotta go to the gym. But I feel like in order to get to that point, up here has to be right. So I really want to work with people in order to, I guess you can say, guide them and help them with their challenges that they may be having. I'm not a therapist or anything like that, but I guess it's because of what I've gone through. I feel like that I can better relate to those experiences. There are things that I do not understand. I'll be honest with you, but like I said, I got my stuff as well too. So nobody is perfect. But I want to just really just build this channel. I really want to have a community where people feel safe. That's the reason why, I posted my when I put this video up. I want people to be able to be open and feel safe and, with me, with other people on here and everything like that. And I truly appreciate just really just sharing, my life, just where I'm at. My ups and downs, like all my stuff, always talking about I'm going to share my ups and downs because life is not always up. It really isn't. And even though I try to be positive, I still deal with my challenges as well too. I don't publicize them or anything like that. I guess you could say like that so much. I think because one of the things is that I have a therapist, so I'm able to talk to him and everything. My therapist is a man, which I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to feel comfortable having a male therapist, but he's pretty cool. So if you guys were skeptical about if having a male therapist, then yeah. And I just throw it out there. My therapist is black. I prefer a black therapist personally for me because I feel like they understand and I can speak the way that I need to speak without feeling worried or concerned about how people will accept what I say. You know what I'm saying? So I could say something, he just laughs. You know what I'm saying? Because he gets it. Whereas if I think I may speak to somebody who is outside of my race, then it may be a little bit difficult. But again, to each their own, whatever floats your boat, whatever you want to do. You want to speak to a woman, speak to a woman, speak to a man, whatever, whatever, whatever. Do you, as long as you're getting the help that you need. Lucky, I couldn't find a black therapist when I needed one. I still worked out well. But yeah, it's tough. It's really tough trying to find a black therapist. I prayed on it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I prayed on it and I asked God to just send me somebody who gets me and who I can talk to without feeling like I need to put a roadblock up. You know what I'm saying? I would say just continue to go out there and look. I don't know if you're in the Jersey area, but like I said, the office that I work with, they is so much open communication. It's not even funny. Now my nurse practitioner, she's Spanish. I had one prior to her. She was, I think, Caucasian, if I'm not mistaken. But I just call her, they're pretty much the medicine people. The nurse practitioner is the medicine people, the people who give you your medication. But the actual therapist is I feel like who actually helps you manage stuff, and gives you the tools in order to be better and everything. But if there is no other questions, because I keep looking down at my watch, it's 8:54. I still have to iron my clothes for tomorrow for work, which I'm only gonna do for one day because it's gonna be late and I gotta get my beauty sleep and everything. So yeah. When are you going live again? I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna go live again. This was so like exciting and everything. Laugh out loud. I'm ironing now. I know. I have 5 days worth of clothes. I haven't. I normally look at my phone and look at the weather, and then I pull out what I'm gonna wear for that week. I was gonna do that earlier this afternoon, but then when I got back from the financial meeting thingy, I was so tired because I was up late doing my hair, and I was like, okay, either I go get rest so I could be up for you guys, just dropping through. Hey, Keto Cruiser, how you doing, girl? I was like, either I could get rest so I could be, good for you guys, or I'll be sitting here like ready to nod off, or I iron my clothes. And I was like, which one is, what I want to do? I was like, we're gonna get some rest and then we'll just iron for one day, and I'll iron the rest, tomorrow. God, hopefully, God willing, after I get home from work. Even though tomorrow I am going to be working out tomorrow. And guys, to let you know, I got my elliptical. I'm not sure. I don't know where I'm at in my videos right now, but I was mentioning how I had purchased. Well, that's a whole I laughed because it was a whole spectacle in itself. So if you guys already know, I am good for buying things secondhand. That's just who I am. So I was on Facebook and I was going to be purchasing an elliptical from a gentleman, but it wind up not working out. So me and hubby actually purchased an elliptical from Amazon. So it came in on Thursday. We put it up on Saturday, and it's a beautiful elliptical. It was like underneath $600, and I believe there was a discount on top of it as well too. And it could take up to 400 pounds. So, and I was just like, yes, I can't wait to work out on the elliptical. I also purchased a kettlebell, an 8-pound kettlebell. I have my mats and everything because I was telling you guys how I couldn't go to the gym. Well, I can go to the gym. However, getting in the car, driving to the gym, it was not happening. So I was like, we need to build a gym in our house. So I wound up cleaning up my garage, and I put mats down there that I got from Amazon. I got my kettlebell, got my elliptical. We got our bands and everything. I don't think you guys are going to probably see that video until probably Wednesday. You'll see one of the band videos. Um, and yeah, so we are moving and shaking. Yeah, yeah, good deal. Exactly. Not the kettlebells. Yeah, and I think it's called kettlebell, right? It's the oval hand, the oval thingy, and the big old thing already. Not the kettlebell, whatever it's called. It's the weights or what have you. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about just having my own, gym, and hubby's excited about it as well too. And we just want to, I just want to know that I could come home and just work out and feel good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you have it in house already. Yeah, I have it in the house. No, you're good. Kettlebell. You don't waste any time. No, I don't waste any time. If it's something, I feel like if it's something that, you want to do, you just got to go ahead and do it. You don't have no time to waste. You don't have no time to sit here and be like, oh, am I going to do this and not do this? No, come on, get on top of it, get it done. Don't wait till tomorrow, because at the end of the day, you're not going to do it tomorrow. So you want to do it, do it. You understand what I'm saying? I look at that for my YouTube channel. I want to build this community. I got to put myself out there. I got to, I'm going to be going to next week. I'm going to go to 2 social media events for networking next week. I'm not comfortable. I can say I'm a good talker, but I feel like I talk with slang. And tend to, when I hear other people talking, even when I was sitting down today with the financial advisor, her dialogue was just so top tier. So sometimes I feel like, am I just talking like I'm, 5 years old? Like, because I don't have that skill set, but who knows? Do you no, you're good. You don't waste any time. Do you guys work out together? Oh, that's my alarm telling me it was time to go to bed. No, me and hubby have not worked out together, but now that, because we have very different schedules, I work Monday through Friday. Hubby works Sunday through Thursday. So the only day we really have together is Fridays nights and Saturday. So that's the only time we are actually in the same space together. But now that we have an in-home gym, we probably gonna work out together on Saturday. I'm probably gonna work out at least twice on Saturday, because normally I'm up at the crack of dawn, so I'll probably work out Saturday, and then he gets up much later, like in the afternoon, and then I work out the second time with him. Laugh out loud. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, your personality is fire. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm so happy. I like makes me feel so good that, compassion is not allowed. Yeah. Comparison is not allowed. Sorry, comparison is not allowed. Yeah, I try to not. Everybody has their niche. Everybody has their thing, and I think sometimes we get so guilty of looking at other people and being like we have to be like this person. I'm guilty of it. I used to see this girl at the gym, and I'd be like, "Ooh, I want to look like her," and I'm like, why? A couple of weeks later, I said, why do I want to look like her? No, you want to look like a Bia. You want to be a Bia. Like, you can't look like her. She's, chocolate sister and everything. Not wrong. Beautiful young lady. I mean, maybe if I had the balls, I'll come up to her and be like, you look gorgeous, girl. Like, because I'm a person where I like to give compliments to people because I feel like, a compliment can really change the where you are mentally. It can make you feel more confident. I do it at work. If I see somebody at work and stuff like that, or I like something or what have you, I'm like, girl, you look good today, or girl, I like them shoes, or girl, I like that beret, or girl, da, da, da. Or I normally don't compliment men because men are different. They might maybe try to think you're trying to hit on them or something like that. But we ain't doing that. But I tend to compliment women a lot because we need not we need, but it's nice to when another woman comes up to you and be like, "Girl, you rocking that outfit," or "Girl, whatever it may be." Whatever it is, it's just so important because there's so like I always say about in my videos is that there's so much negativity out there. I choose not to give negativity out to other people. Don't get me wrong. There's some people that take me there. So I'll be honest with you. But like this one particular girl at my job, I was telling my husband about it. She gives me the stink look. The stinkest look. And I be like, girl, like, why are you looking at me like you about to chop my head off? Like, what I do to you? I don't know you. I don't know your name. Because my office, it has about a good, 150 to 200, probably more than that people. Because they have like different departments all over the place. She's jealous. That's what I think. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's just who she. I don't know. I don't know. That's what I was thinking, but I try not to give it any energy for the simple fact it's not worth it. I'm gonna still continue to be me. I'm gonna still, I consider myself trying to be very stylish and everything. So I be coming to work with my outfits and my I be styling and profiling. I don't be playing because it makes me feel good, especially because I've lost the weight and everything like that. I could go to the secondhand store and purchase a lot of stuff. Only thing I gotta do is throw it in the wash, and keep it moving. And it be looking like, girl, like you got that. Like that is so cool how you put that together. Like, yeah, girl, I know. The older I get, the more it rings true. Everyone won't like you, and that's okay. She's a complete stranger, no reason for the stink face. Yeah, that's and a part of me, I said to my husband, I think I was talking to my husband about it. I'm not 100% talking to him or somebody else, but I was just saying, like, I was gonna go up to her and be like, "Good morning, how you doing? How's your day going? How was your weekend? If it's a Monday or what have you." Like, I was gonna just be really nice, but then the other part of me want to be like, not nice. Me. Um. Yeah, you wrote back to me. I'm not sure the me part. But yeah. So I can give you the energy. I could give off the energy that you're giving back to me, or I could just be like, keep it moving. I could, hey, how you doing? Keep it moving. Like when I see her, I mean, sometimes I don't say anything because, like I said, she's already given me the stink face. But if I happen to pass by her in the bathroom or something like that, like, hey, just out of, but I don't have a whole conversation because there's some other people in there. Hey girl, how you doing? How's your day going? How they treating you today? Oh, whatever, whatever, whatever. Like we be having the whole powwow in the bathroom. I mean, sometimes not necessarily in the bathroom. We could be in other places as well too. But a whole shindig, us girls. We could talk. Same time, same place. Next Sunday, we should take a vote. No, no, not next Sunday, girl. I need a break. I know you did ask me the next time I was going to do a live. Maybe I'll try to do a live once a week. I'm not saying one. Ooh, no, 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 no. I'll try to do a live once a month. Once a month. But what happened is that, guys, I told you I am busy. I got a lot going on. So as you could notice today, I did not put out a video. So if I do a live, I'm not gonna put out a video. This will be the video. So if you guys were willing to accept that and we just do a live once a week, I mean, you say once a week, we can do a live once a month, then I'm fine with that. We can do it once a month, but it will replace a video because I cannot edit my videos. I try to give you guys good content. So I can't edit and do this. Because I try to hold you to haha. I appreciate your time. Yes. Once a month is cool. Yeah, once a month. So I mean, we could put it on the books. I could bring out my phone right now and then we could decide on a day or what have you together. Let me bring out my calendar because I write everything down in my calendar and everything. Because before I was asking you guys when you wanted to, me to go live, but nobody had responded back. So I was just like, I'm just gonna go live. Like I'm just gonna pick a day and gonna be with the bee. People gonna show up or they're not gonna show up. So if I was to do a live, I guess it could be like the end of the month. Sorry guys, this cough and my allergies are kicking my butt right now. And I'm taking the tea bag with me. I'm a whole hot mess. See, you guys, you're going to get a whole hot mess with me. You're going to come on this live. You're going to be like, who is this girl? She is that crazy. But that's Memorial Day weekend. Okay, so not the 28th. Oh, yeah, Memorial Day is the 29th. Okay, so then let's shoot for let's see. It's either the 21st or the 4th. Now, the 21st will be 4 weeks from now. I feel like that's too soon. The mug. Oh, so cute. Yeah, my mug. This is my little muggy. I haven't given it a name. I don't know if that's a cat or a dog. It kind of looks like a cat, and it kind of looks like a dog. I think it's a dog. Um, let's see. So it's either the 21st, June. Okay, so June. So we could do because we're not going to do like the end of the month because okay, so guys, my birthday is June 23rd. My birthday is on a Friday. I still got to work on my birthday. That's so annoying. But it's okay. We are blessed. We are blessed. So we're not going to make a big deal about it. One of the things at my job, what they do is for their birthdays, we've had like cake every single week because there's been a birthday like darn near every week in April. But June 21st. June 21st is on a Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday is not going to. Oh, mine's is June 21st. Okay. I don't know what sign that is. Summer babies. Yeah. I thought you were saying the live one June 21st. I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be hard. Okay. So we can't do the 20, we cannot do May because May, the end of May, that goes into Memorial Day on the 29th. So that makes sense. So we could either do June the 4th, Cancer. Yeah, I'm a Cancer. You a Cancer as well too, Kim? So we can either do the 4th, the 11th, or the 18th. We are not doing the 25th because that's a couple of days after my birthday, and we don't know what's gonna, how birthdays can be. I'll be, dead to the world. So we either got, like I said, we got the 4th, the 11th, or the 18th. No, I thought you asked what sign was it? Oh no, it's June 21st, Cancer. No, June 21st, that's in the prior thing because I think Cancer start on the 22nd. Is it the 22nd? June 21st sign. No, June 21st is a Cancer. You a Cancer too? I didn't know Cancer started on the 21st. Oh shoot. June 21st to July 22nd is a Cancer. Oh yay! Cancers. Not the whatever you feel like. You're the busy one. I know. Okay. Sorry guys, I keep coughing. Okay, so let's do June 4th. June 4th, I feel like it's perfect. It should be quiet. It's right after Memorial Day weekend, so everybody should be sober. Do people drink on Memorial Day? I don't know. I don't know none of these man-made holidays. So all I know is I'm off for work. That's all I know. I'll put it on my calendar. Okay, so June 4th, guys. So it's gonna be the same time for 7:30. If I need to change the time, I obviously will post it in my community tab. Guys, if you don't follow like day-to-day videos of mine, I always post updates in my community tab. Always. I try to be consistent in regards to that because I understand that people have a lot of things that they got to do. I may have to change something up. You see me, I changed my upload dates like 50 billion times because I was just like, yeah, I can't edit this video. It's like, I'm telling you, my videos be like sometimes an hour and a half that I condense it down to about 20, 30 minutes. So it's a lot that I'm condensing down and taking out because I don't want to give you guys a whole drawn out video and you sitting there like, girl, really? Like, no, we're not doing that. Plus, I can't see myself sitting down that long unless I'm cleaning or something like that, and the video's on and I'm doing something else in the background. I can't sit down and watch an hour long video. So I try to do a half an hour, sometimes less than a half an hour. But the videos that are going to be coming up this week, Wednesday's video is likely going to be my workout with the bands. That's going to be upper body, I believe, video. Then I'm gonna do that one single video. Then the second video is going to be lower body. So you're probably going to get that on Friday. So it'll be Wednesday, Friday. You're probably going to get the meal plan video following Wednesday because I did a meal plan today. And I'm trying to think what else do I have. And probably a couple of stuff in between that. And probably like a couple of clips in between that or what have you. But yeah, and this week's meal plan, I ain't gonna tell you what it is because you guys gotta wait. But this week's meal plan was hitting. I'm gonna eat that stuff tomorrow and I can't wait. And I'm like, ooh, I can't wait. It turned out so freaking good. I was like, yay. All right, so that is pretty much it. You just pick the date and we'll be there. Okay. I put it on my calendar wherever you feel like you're the busy one. Okay, got that. So that pretty much wraps it up, guys. We're at an hour and 41 minutes. So again, I appreciate you guys coming and seeing me and everything. We are booked for June the 4th for our next live. So God willing, I will see you guys there. And pretty much that is it. Yes, have a great week. Everybody have a blessed week. As I always say, have a blessed week. Make sure you treat each other kindly out there in these streets. Make sure that you are trying to be positive. If you got negative energy, just shoo it away. Just be like, nope, you ain't coming over here. You're gonna get the X. I ain't messing with you, man. So yeah, I'm a crazy person. So don't mind me. Okay. All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and end it there. So I'm gonna wave goodbye and everything. I appreciate you guys coming and seeing me and so forth. And I will see you guys in the next video or the next. Well, I'll see you guys in an upcoming video, but I will see you guys in the next live. Again, if you have any questions, want to reach out, hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on YouTube. I may not respond back like right in that minute, but I will respond back eventually within a couple of hours. Okay. All right, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye. 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 See you in the next one.